going on, guys? It's Guillermo again. So today I wanted to make a quick video talking about the Shelby's exhaust system. I've changed the exhaust system on my car at least 5 to 10 times. I've cut resignators off, putting them back on, put a few different type of mufflers, and I'm never satisfied. I mean, I put H pipe, X pipes, and I'm not satisfied with the sound. I've never been. I know the OEM unit sounds amazing, which is the reason why I'm going back to that, and I am trying to just leave it alone. Right now in the car I have a MBRP 3-inch exhaust, which in theory it does flow better. It's off of a Mustang GT that I've modified, and I'm gonna show you guys that once I take it off. But you know, it's I always like the high-pitched sound that the stock system has, and honestly I think it sounds amazing. It is gonna be on the loud side, but that's the cool thing I have about having the flaps. I mean, that I can just quiet it down whenever I want to, and places that I need to be quiet, I'll be quiet. And so I'm gonna talk about the flaps, because the flaps kind of sucked, quote unquote, because one thing that would annoy me a lot is whenever not so much about the cold start, you know, whenever you cold start a GT350, it's quiet, then you gotta open the flaps. That I don't care about that. I can live with that. But then what pissed me off the most is on 6th gear on the highway, it'll close the flaps. And sure, it gives you a little bit of a quieter ride. I wanted that open the entire time. I mean, I want to be able to hear the exhaust even when I'm 6th gear cruising on the highway. But in this case, you know, they're gonna be closed because that's just the way that the computer programs it, and unfortunately that's just the way it is, no other way around it. And so well, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a cold start on how the car sounds as it sits right now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you the comparison before and after with free flowing exhaust on the car and the OEM unit, no resignators, just the mufflers out back. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a little quick clip. We're gonna go to an empty road and just do some flybys. Alrighty, so this is what I picked up. Don't worry, the actuators, I got them inside the truck. I'm about to put them on. I'll show you how to put them on too, I guess. But this is the exhaust. It has been welded before. The guy said that he used to have some other mufflers, but he went ahead and put the stock ones back on. So he welded it here. He did take out the little resonator and put this aftermarket X pipe on there. So it should be louder. They did some ugly ass welds here, but who cares? So I mean, we're gonna go ahead and put this thing on. It's gonna be on the loud side because my car is a free-flowing exhaust, and it doesn't have any restriction, obviously. And then it doesn't have any resonators. It just has the mufflers, and those mufflers are loud as heck as they are. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how to install first. We're gonna put the little motors or the actuators, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to properly take off your exhaust system, and we'll put this guy on and go from there. Just wanted to kind of show this, but it is super close to the ground. It's not touching, but really close. And then I got it. Those ramps are honestly so convenient. I've had them for a few years and I love them. Hopefully I'll have enough space to get to the four bolts that are up front connected into the header. but I'll basically all you're gonna need is 13 millimeters and I believe 15 millimeters sockets, some wrenches and or power tools if you can get it underneath and you have enough space, and the exhaust should come out very easily. So a quick tip that I'm gonna give everybody who works on their cars, as I've had S550s for a few years, and I am a bolt collector. So I literally have a whole bunch of bolts. I mean, I got a spark plug right here, a bunch of things. So I luckily keep everything, and so I believe these are the bolts that I am gonna be reusing. Maybe, well, one of them is long. I think this. I mean, they look like they're the same, just different lengths. But yeah, guys, just a tip: go ahead and save all your hardware. That way, whenever it comes time for you to wanting to put it back on or whatever, you have them. So it's pretty tight in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my best in order to show you guys how everything is connected underneath and bolted up and everything. So like I said, get yourself 15 and a 13 millimeter socket if you have a power tool like this one, and a wrench. All right, so going inside underneath the car, what you're gonna see first is that right here is where those bolts that I was showing you earlier go. I just have them sit tight right now because these hangers kind of open up these hangers, and I couldn't use the correct hardware anymore. So I have them, you know, hooked up on there, but they're only held in by some zip ties. So first thing I gotta do is just clip this off on each side. Okay, so after I got those clipped off, first thing that we're gonna have to undo, I could either take it off from this one, because the cool thing about this exhaust is that it's held in by different clamps. So I could either undo these clamps, get it off, or I could undo these clamps and get the axle backs off, which that's probably what I'm gonna do. Or you know what, okay, I'm gonna take the whole thing off in one piece. But what I'll go ahead and do first is take these bolts off, which are, I believe, the 15 or 13 millimeter, I can't remember. But you'll go ahead and take those loose. You're gonna unhook this whole bracket off of the cross member, or whatever the heck this thing is called, this metal piece. You're gonna bring it up and over, and then I'll just get the whole thing out at once. And then we're gonna have up there where it meets the I guess the header lead pipes, there is 4 15 millimeter bolts that you're gonna have to loosen up, and then we're gonna just wiggle the whole system back a little bit. It's gonna drop from up there, and then we're gonna have to slide it forward, that way it can come off of these hangers. So that stupid thing is finally off. It took some elbow grease to get it out, but yeah, it's honestly embarrassing what's going on over here. I mean, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I've been doing so many things with the exhaust, and I'm not proud to show you guys this, but yeah, I mean, these are just some little resignators that to quiet it down. But these are the MBRPs. I'm probably gonna be selling these for super dirt cheap, because I just want to get this stupid thing out of my life. And so let's go ahead and go over there, put the new exhaust on there. But first, before we do that, we gotta put the little actuators on the exhaust system. Alrighty, so this is pretty straightforward. They can only go in one way. As you can see, this is your flap, and they have a little groove in there, and then this is going to be the motor, and underneath it's got the spring. So the spring can only go on one way, and it's going to go in those little holes or indentions right there on the flap. And so whenever you're putting it on, just make sure that the bottom of the spring is sitting properly in there, and you're good to go. Just you're gonna need a 8mm deep socket and your bolts to hold it down. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about earlier whenever I said that it's kind of annoying, but I mean, it's not too bad. I guess I'm kind of liking it, maybe because it was 2 years ago and I didn't really care about it being quiet, but now it's, I'm a little older and I kind of like it being quiet whenever I'm cruising on the freeway. But this is the cool thing, is that I'm on 6th gear right now, 6th gear. I'm gonna go ahead and shift to sport mode, so that should automatically put me in open valves position if I go from 6th to 5th. So we're gonna go ahead and try that, and they open right up. I'm gonna go ahead and close them. I'm still in 5th. Crazy difference. Just with a flick of a button, I can goes back to normal, quiet mode. That's crazy. Alrighty guys, so just wanted to show you, maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't because of the wind, but it sounds so good. Even an idle, it just sounds so aggressive. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was definitely something that I've been wanting to do, and finally got the chance to get another exhaust off of somebody. So I'm super excited that I have it now, and I think it sounds a lot better than before. And I have I can always quiet it down if I want to with the flaps, so it's the best of both worlds. So thank you guys for watching, and y'all have a good one.